Okay, I've kinda got some bad news, folks. I checked out how much I've spent on games and equipment to do my Let's Playing versus how much you all mean to me. Turns out you owe me £362. So, if you guys want to get on that, I'm going to sit over here and keep playing my stupid Japan game. And look at some Japanese text. And then sit here and wonder just what on earth I'm going to do next to compensate for this. Okay, so what I did, I ended the recording there, and I began anew. I looked through the dream diary that comes with the game, and it turns out that dream was one that's in the book. It's about a hanging woman who's waiting for someone to come and rescue her. Or, at the very least, that is what the book says that dream is about. And I'm still going to send it to Yuka, see what she has to say. Although, just watch. Now that I found a translation on my own, she's going to disagree, and she'll tell me it's about, like, Lego or something. And won't I have egg on my face? It's a shame if that is the case, because, I mean, I like the idea of that dream. I like when my brain creates massive, complex worlds in my own dreams, you know? Like, okay, this is a while back now, but I had this one dream where I was on a farm, and I knew what it was, where it was, why I was there, who my companion was, who the people who lived on the farm were, everything like that. And I specifically bring this one up because it has stuck with me for months, because it ended with me waking up completely alert and terrified. Like, I mentioned how whenever I answer a phone in my dreams, I hear a voice on the other end that just comes out with the weirdest things. And in this case, it said, "They have her head full of lies." And apparently the game doesn't want me to link anymore. Fine. But like, I have a friend who tells me I should write my dreams into full stories or whatever, and I don't, because when I come up with full dream worlds, it's like, it's Mulholland Drive stuff like that. This game doesn't want me to link anymore. I actively wonder what's going on with that. Well, I can see why the game didn't do anything there. If you bow to the sumo wrestlers, they occasionally come at you, but obviously there's nobody there. Not even me anymore! And this is a new musical pattern. To me. Well, apparently it's in Happy Town. Who knew? I'm gonna go see if I can make that whale spawn again. I'm not sure if it didn't spawn earlier because I was looking at it from the wrong direction, or because the RNG hadn't decided to let it spawn yet. But, whatever, I'm gonna give it another go. Although it looks like nothing. Though I am digging the Cherryade Lake. Even though Cherryade is a drink I associate almost exclusively with kids' parties. Adults don't drink that, it's all like Coke or whatever. Can you tell it's late and I need to go to bed right about now? I will leave that as a treat for when I'm done. And in the meantime, I choose to head over to the other side and see what there is to see. At the bottom of the sea. My sister linked me to a poet the other day, and he's got some good stuff in his repertoire. And I bring this one up because in my favourite one, he talks about how he gets really tongue-tied when he's trying to talk to the girl he likes, which is pretty rough because she sells seashells down by the seashore. Just look it up, it's great. I might link it to you. Well, I should be careful running so much. I know that the Grey Man likes to spawn here because of irony. Or maybe I should run some more, apparently, because it seems that I link when I walk. That's ironic, isn't it? I don't know. I did once take 10,000 spoons to a knife fight. That was pretty ironic. Except it wasn't really. Ironically. I was gonna do something like that in Oni-chan Bara, possibly related to the 10,000 bullet achievement, but the chance never came up, so... Well, it wasn't much more forced this way, was it? No, I don't know why I went into the bar. I just... guess I didn't feel like exploring the cottage that time. Oh, hey! I have not done that for some time. Or at least, not that I noticed. I did remember I once noticed how I always seem to step back when I come to a new area, and I just did it again. I think it's because the Grey Man likes to spawn around here. Or at least he does in my experience. Maybe he has a habit of just spawning in front of you, and it tends to happen in the little village area. Or those crossroads in the middle of town. Which means that he's the devil! As evidenced by the fact he made my dream end with a fade to red. And almost a new square, but not quite. Man, you're a jerk, the devil. A hardline stance, I know, but somebody has to say it. So now on with the game. I think I'm going to get up to day 151 tonight, and then come back tomorrow. 151 is the number of Pokemon in the first game. It's the only number of Pokemon as far as this guy's concerned. Except for Gardevoir, because she is my waifu. And I know I mentioned the Wii Fit Trainer a couple videos ago, but... Oh, hey look, it's LSD the Dream Emulator! That's a convenient distraction that I have now only used twice this evening. I'm walking on water. So, let's continue doing that. Can't do that in my dreams. I sink like a stone. I wonder if the floor you walk on influences the way that the dreams go. Like, would it be more peaceful if I walk on the water rather than the grass? You know? Are you gonna come up? You are! Fish out of water! Let's go! Oh. You suck, LSD. Okay. I can't seem to link on you from above. Always a good thing to know. I wonder what happens if I walk away. Like, do they come out when I'm not in immediate proximity to these guys? Apparently not. Also, way to avoid using a defining noun in that sentence, thus making it entirely redundant. I don't know why I'm even trying to link with the fish at this point in time. I'm just enjoying playing in the water. Have they always made that splashing sound? I mean, I joke about me not paying attention, but sometimes I actually can't hear the sounds because I'm talking over my own TV, so... Have they always done that? I can hear the splashing sound over here, so if I had to place a bet, I would say yes. That noise is indeed local too, and in all likeliness generated by those there fish. Alright, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to link with this fountain, but look at the fish while I'm doing it. And apparently fall through the floor. That's a new one. I mean, that square isn't a new one. Isn't that where I ended yesterday? Intriguing. I wonder if I broke the game, and that was the crash handler. You know, I may just need to test this theory when I get round to it. If I remember, which, say it with me now everybody, I probably won't because I forgot. Oh hey, I'm here though, so I can just follow the river right back... Hey Zeppelin fish! My immediate reaction as a human who doesn't understand correlation and causation is that you are here because I fell through the floor the previous night. I mean, it's just as likely the random number generator put you there, but... Still, what are the odds? And you seem to be local to the place where I fell last time. Interesting. You also stopped me from falling through the floor again, which... pretty intriguing. I now dub the sentry fish. Pronounced in such a way that I may have to go back and edit that audio a bit later on. Interesting sort of thing. You've probably noticed from my videos, I tend to drop a lot of letters when I'm talking at speed. T's and G's, mostly. On occasion, I find that I do pronounce these letters, and when I do these videos, it sounds like a mic pop in the audio. So I have to fix it by going through the audio and editing out the offending noises, which has the interesting effect of making my video voice somewhat less well-spoken than my real-life one. Also, I can see inside that house. Nice work, game. Like, actually, well done. I know a lot of games that don't skin the inside of model textures like that. Come to think of it, this game does it, in fact. You saw how all the edges of the world just kinda vanished when we fell through the waterfall earlier? That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. And it is always weird to see games when you're in places you shouldn't be, and you can just see right through all the models. It's one of the easiest ways of saying, you are not meant to be here, get out. It's like that one crosshair from Donkey Kong 64. And I have kinda forgotten where I was going with this conversation. And on this map. Is that building covered in blood? Because that's what it looks like. And if so, that is double plus spooky, because it's in the middle of an otherwise very well-behaved world. Oh, and that bit looks like a scary face. Oh. Good job it didn't send me to the violence district, otherwise that'd be nightmare-inducing. You know, I looked it up, because I know I've brought it up in this a couple times before in these videos, but the process of seeing faces where there is none is called pareidolia. And I guess those faces are meant to be out here in this tile set. It's not glitched out like I thought it was. And now you know. And what you choose to do with this information is entirely up to you. Me? I repeated it on the internet to spread the word. Literally, in fact. Anything down here, I do wonder? I'm gonna say no. You know, I have a copy of the map for this game around here somewhere. I printed off a screenshot of one of my videos and I've scrolled all over it so I can navigate a bit better and, you know, track down places of interest. At the very least know what direction I was facing. But I lost it at the moment, so I'm kind of flying blind for this video. Because I am very professional and well prepared for this stupid and ridiculous little thing that I do for you guys. Alright, now this one is easy. I'm in the bottom right of the map. You can tell because of the little rocky patch I just saw. I also like the little felt texture along the bottom of the stand as well. And thinking about it, it reminds me a lot of Dynamite Heady, where the design document lists what each character, boss, and NPC would be made out of if they were a toy, and each sprite is designed to match. So, like, Heady is sackcloth, and Spinderella is tin, and so on, and hold that line of conversation, new content has appeared! That's my cat coming into the room. Hey, baby! So, this right here is the girl and the man. It's assumed to be the game's author and her father, but there's nothing internally to suggest who they are, so you can read into it as much or as little as you'd like. And what is interesting is that that's not a texture, it's a completely flat model. Like, the wise men in the sky are a texture, which is why they rotate with the camera when you look up and down. Oh, by the way, I'm running because the demon likes to attack you as you go to or from the girl. And where did you come from, Sky Castle? I love that trippy water effect. Hi? Oh, yeah, so that's the Abyss Demon I was talking about. Probably would have been spooky if the game had let me see it in some way. Which, incidentally, is the entire GDD for fear. And fear is a good example of something I've talked about a couple times in the last few videos, I think. It tries to do ambient, organic horror, but it very often falls on its ass, because the player very rarely looks where they are meant to. Wonder where I've linked to. Oh, I'm out here again. Neat. But no, I think a good rule of thumb, if you want the player to feel good... Oh, damn! Look what I just found! I have a theory about this game, and the evidence just keeps piling up, doesn't it? Alright, do you guys do something? Yes? No? Yes? No? Hot dog? Hot dog? I guess you don't. Well, I mean, there's nothing else out here, so... why would I do anything other than follow you? And maybe try to finish off that sentence I just now said. Yes, if you want the player to feel good, give them control over what they're doing. If you want them to feel bad, take it away. Like, good example, Silent Hill. The UFOs have gone. Go figure. They would disappear when you get on the same plane as them. Nothing? I really thought that I was onto something there. Oh well. Yeah, anyway, back to those dumb words that I had to say. When you want to build suspense or tension, taking control away from the player is a very good place to start, because it's also a good way of preparing you for what's coming, and a good way of messing with your mind. And I suppose, if you want to look at it on a very basic and primal level, in a video game, controlling things, whatever, it's the only thing we have. And when you don't have that, and suddenly there's a spooky, scary skeleton or something? 3 spooky, 5 me, am I right? See? Because it's like 2 spooky, 4 me. But it's 1 higher, so that makes it worse. I can grammar. And I can try in vain to remember what on earth I'm doing right now, and completely fail. Isn't it around here where I saw the balloons the last time? Well, maybe that was the crystal. Maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on the edge of the map, and not every square inch of the map boundary has to have something in it. Like all the little crinkly edges and fjords. Used to have endless fun doing that. And I don't know where I'm going from here. So... I'm gonna head this way, and maybe find that little fountain cove thing again. We'll either see if sentry fish is there, or see if I can drop through the ground again. Really, it's weird, I actively do not remember the fountain dropping you out of the game. I could swear I've linked with it before now. Oh, would you look at that, it's Bright Moon Cottage. I thought that you couldn't see that from the world map. But... hey, I guess I was absolutely wrong. Well, never mind that line of conversation then. That'll be the end of the video, I think. So, join us next time for more LSD. And until next time, goodbye!